process, but we were able to get his skin back to where it was, thankfully, of him just listening to us and telling him kind of what to use. We treated him with a medical grade peel, and then we also gave him all these skincare to use at home.
Welcome to the Beauty Talk podcast, where we feature how the best medical practitioners help their patients to look better, younger, and healthier. Now, enjoy the show, and here's your host.
Daniel Gao here. I'm the host of Beauty Talk. We feature the top medical practitioners in health and beauty, both inside and out. I have Alexandra and Carina Cordero of Glowing Skin Med Spa. Both licensed estheticians, Alexandra founded the med spa 9 years ago after struggling with acne for years and finding no solutions. Using the advanced technology and treatments now offered at Glowing Skin Med Spa, she not only cleared her skin, but created a place where others could do the same. She's especially known for her microneedling expertise, transforming skin and confidence one session at a time. Carina joined a few years later, initially shadowing her mom and discovering her own passion for helping clients feel confident in their skin. As an esthetician and manager, she ensures the practice runs seamlessly, making the team, including her mom, the perfect duo. So Alexandra and Carina, welcome. Glad to have you both here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so let's dive right into it. How did you first get interested in medicine?
So I got introduced to it obviously first because my mom, but you can tell them how you first got.
Yeah, so like you say, my own skin. So I had so much problem with my skin. I suffered with acne for years. So I was just like trying to cover my problem and with makeup, and it was getting worse and worse. Then I got married to my husband for that. And I was so embarrassed. He's younger than me, and oh my God, I don't want this guy to see me, to leave me, because my skin, he used to tell me like, oh my God, what happened to your skin? I go, oh. So then I used covering with makeup. Something one day I say, you know what? No, this covering my skin is not the right solution. Then I decided to go to school. I had 3 daughters, and I go, okay, I had to do it for my daughters too, because I don't want them to have, if they had the same problem than me, when they grow up, then I know how to fix the problem. So what really made me to go to.
But tell them you also got your foot in the door with Dr. Sheena Bay here in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, so I was so lucky and blessed. Like my first job was with Dr. Sheena Bay Aguilera, which is like the top dermatologist of Florida and the United States. So that was my first, when I finished school, my first job. So I learned everything that I learned is thanks to him, and it's all in the medical grade field. Yeah, so I learned it, like the basic stuff, but the really treatment that really worked for you to see results.
She was able to get amazing experience, and then after there, you opened up your own practice.
Yeah, so he always knew that my goal was like to open my own place, and he really supported me on that. Like he really helped me with that. So like he sent me to all the classes or conference. So here I am with my own practice.
9 years later, we have a pretty successful business. It's a family-owned business, so I'm involved, as well as my older sister and my dad too. So again, like I said, family-owned business, and here we are.
And everything we do with love.
Awesome. That's amazing. I want to dive deeper into that being a family business, because sometimes there's a saying like don't involve family in business, but then I've also known some businesses that the entire family works in it, and it's wonderful. It's amazing. So I'm curious, like how has the whole thing being a family business really affected the dynamics and even just the care that clients can expect when they come to your practice?
Yes, I will say in the beginning, it was a little tricky to kind of like work with your family, because I didn't think we like knew how to set some boundaries and like separate like work, but also being family members. But we have now kind of set some boundaries, and now we know how to, what role to play. If we're doing work stuff, work related, and if it's outside of work, we're strictly just talking about family things and whatnot. So we came to a great now place with that, and I think a lot of patients really love the idea that we're a family-owned practice. I think it makes them feel so much more how do I say, taken care of, or they just feel like, because we treat everyone like family.
Factory.
Right. It's not like a factory. She's saying it's not like, oh, you're just walking to a regular place. Like we truly appreciate.
care.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. I mean, just being able to work with the family, and then especially like a lot of the family, not just the two of you, but also the rest of the family as well. I
Yeah.
think it's incredible. Now, I
Yeah.
want to flip a bit deeper into the treatments that you provide. It seems like acne, since that was kind of the start for Alexandra, I imagine that's a very big part of what you offer to your clients, among other things. But specifically when it comes to acne, like what would you say is the number one thing people can need to be aware of when it comes to acne, like how to treat it, how to take care of it? Like if someone is struggling with acne, what's the number one tip that you can give to them right now?
Especially, it's not what you apply on the outside, it's what you do
Inside.
inside. That's the secret.
We believe in whatever is going on in the inside of your body is a reflection
Reflect.
for the outside of your skin. And everything truly starts within the inside. Like your gut, a lot of acne leads to inflammation in the body. So, like I said, it all just starts from inside. So, definitely you need to first be taking care of your body with from the inside. And then you should be seeing a professional and not just listening to what people are saying online and seeing all these TikTok videos. There's so many videos that can make you overwhelmed. And I feel like everyone's skin is different. You can't just use something that this celebrity told you to use on your skin because it's probably not going to work for you. So important to also seek a professional help. And then
Good skincare routine too, that help a lot. It's not only what we do here at our clinic, but it's what you do at home too. So like you say, taking care of everything you're eating, or because that was one of my problems. I didn't know my milk was causing my breakup. So then stop milk, I stopped all this stuff, and I saw like the difference in my skin, no acne after that, like when I stopped the milk. And I had to do, of course, like to treat my scars. I found out that that was my anti-aging too, because that's how I believe so much in microneedle. So I was like trying to save my skin and make my skin perfect after the acne scar. So I saw like, wow, I'm at my age. I'm not saying my age, but
tell them.
I'm 51.
Oh, wow.
So then like taking care of my skin, like for acne, like
To look like her.
like help me with my anti-aging, because we do things here like to look more in a natural way. We don't like look to overdo
Fake
people.
or botched look.
No, like you see out there like women with like
Yeah.
big shit, and that is not
Not what we stand for.
So like I say, like like treating my scars, then I find out that I was activating a lot of collagen. So then I could look this way at my age.
So that's her like anti-aging go-to all the time is just microneedle.
Microneedle.
Okay, so the microneedling is going to be for anti-aging, but also for treating acne scars?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
There's so many amazing benefits to microneedle. It's not just for treating acne scars, but it's also going to help activate your own skin's collagen. Remember, collagen is that protein that makes your skin. It's what we need to look youthful and also help with texture, acne scars, etc. So a lot of great benefits.
I want to go down that tangent when it comes to microneedling. So if people don't know what is microneedling, and we kind of talked about the benefits of it, but what, like at a basic level, what is microneedling?
Microneedle, they had so many names to call microneedle, like
Collagen induction therapy.
or microchanneling, microneedle. So it's actually like tons of needle going to your skin. So when those needles go into your skin, so the skin, your own body say, okay, I need to defend myself from this injury that is happening right now. So the skin, the mechanism of the skin respond producing collagen. So that's why we do microneedle used to like to induce growth, and at the same time the skin is gonna respond producing collagen. So that collagen is what's gonna make your skin look younger and beautiful and glowing.
And also it's important though, you can go anywhere and do microneedle, but it's you have to make sure that that provider is having the right cocktail of vitamins and peptides that are going to be induced into the skin. You want to make sure that they have good quality products to induce into the skin. Because while the pores and channels are open on the skin, we're able to induce all those great vitamins.
Because not all the products are meant to go inside the skin because it could cause a problem. So that's why people need to be really careful for where they're going to do the treatment. It had to be like in a medical field, medical place, and everything had to be sterile, clean.
Yeah.
I mean, like there are needles, tons of needles into your skin. So
choose your providers correctly.
Okay. And I do want to go back to that one, but I do want to keep going with the microneedling part of it. Because so with microneedling, it's not only just putting those the micro pinpoints into you, but it's also putting in, it's also putting in additional product to make sure that that's part of the rejuvenation, that's part of the healing process, correct?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you heard about the famous salmon sperm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salmon sperm facial.
Yeah. So I had to tell you, I started doing that like years ago, but now it became very popular because all these celebrities are doing it. So I believe so much in that. It's not exactly sperm, but they take that product from the DNA of the salmon,
extract it from their
So we apply skin with microneedle. So first with microneedle, we apply the product. It's not injected. It's like the skin, when the skin has all these channels open, it's like absorb all the products.
Okay.
That's how we do it. So it's not like injecting. It's like microneedling first, making these channels, applying the product, and microneedle all over.
Okay.
So like the result, you see result after the first week, like people start seeing like good result after third week, even better, because it's like when your body really create the collagen.
Yeah, that's why it's also important to know that you can see huge improvement on your skin with just one session of microneedle, but to get those results, you do need to do a series of at least 4 to 6 sessions, 4 weeks apart.
Okay, got it. So I guess the process of microneedling, especially with like the salmon sperm facial, it's almost like in farming, you kind of like go through the field first, you kind of like make the soil loose, you put the holes in there, and then after that you go put everything into it. So that's where you really get the most benefit out of it, right?
Right.
Okay. And you did talk about making sure that providers have the right product that they're putting in. So I do want to dive into that because there are some horror stories out there of providers getting product from online or from very questionable sources. So what's really something that the regular consumer needs to be aware of when they're deciding what provider to choose, and just trying to make sure that the product they're getting is the good product? It's not the stuff that they got off of Temu or
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me tell you, we've had some horror stories. Not here. Patients have, just decided to try a new place. Not too many patients do that, but just some patients. And they've gone to a place and they've tried that they did it themselves at home. Remember that one patient?
Yes, and they ordered
it from a website and they bought the needle somewhere, somehow. And this patient now has holes on her skin,
and
right?
Granulomas.
And granulomas.
Yeah, which is like, so it's difficult to cure. Like there's like little balls inside the skin. You could tell, I mean, like infections they could create. Like I say, when you do a microneedle, it had to be in a place that is like medical place, clean. You had to disinfect the skin.
And there is a difference between spa and med spa. So look for places that are med spas. Look for places that have years of experience, that are it's a clean atmosphere, and just looking for people you can trust. There's also places where like you can also look for who is certified, if you know like the company name. Yeah, those are things to like look for when you're choosing a med spa.
Okay. Now, just in general, what would you say would be the most important piece of advice you can give to someone who wants to get something done and is looking for a provider but isn't sure who to choose?
And we'll always see reviews. And also
Instagram, you can also see providers for who they really are. So I would say also Instagram. That's personally something I look into when I go somewhere to get a service done.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if you
Reviews.
had the time, like go check the licenses. I mean, like you just go like check the
Yeah.
name, the last name, and then you could see the report of
Yeah.
the
Or
clinic.
if they're
And
licensed.
Mhm.
I mean, like not everybody, like people are now like this. Well, you're young, they go on Instagram, check Instagram, but
Yeah, that's what I do.
still
Mhm.
you're young, like I said. So you still like will like really go to places and check the licenses and that
Mhm.
everything is on, like perfect and clean and like I said. And I mean, I will do that. I don't now that I know, I see so many like bad.
Horror stories.
Oh my God, like I had to tell you this. Like this guy saw in TikTok that for acne applying Colgate like toothpaste.
Colgate toothpaste.
Yes, he
Whoa.
burned the whole face. Like
Ooh.
oh my God, like that lead to like permanent post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That thing. I mean, thankfully, like we help him like with all the treatments we did, but like
It's gonna cost you if you start listening to all these little trends on TikTok.
Yes. So
Okay.
you have to really like don't. I mean, like those people in Instagram or like the influencers or TikTok, they didn't go to school for it. They just getting paid for it. So they need to like go to really a professional. Because like I should say, like this product is good for her, but it's not good for me. Could make your
You have
skin
different skin type.
worse. So
Mhm.
so they had to like really be careful where they go, check the places first, and investigate, search a little bit, and
Mhm.
then trust. I mean, I've
Okay.
been doing this for like you say, like 16 years now. So
Mhm.
I was like the other day, like thinking, "Oh, how many microneedles I had done?" So I had done like more than 10,000 microneedles now. And thank God I had not even one client with bad reaction or with any granuloma or any infection. Thank God.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I do want to go back to the acne part of it that Carina you mentioned in the beginning as far as for acne, it really starts with fixing the inside first, which and you kind of talked about like Alexandra, milk was kind of a big problem food for you or drink. So is that kind of the biggest thing people need to be aware of when it comes to fixing the inside? Is really the food, and you mentioned gut health as well. Is it really the food and drinks that you're taking in that's really the number one thing you have to be aware of?
For the most part, yes. I think it's like if I were to say like an 80%, I think a
But
lot
if
of
it's hormonal, it's something
yeah,
different.
that's what I'm saying. It's like 80%, but then now if you're struggling with hormones or things, if it's hormonal, that's a whole other story. But for the most part, it's a lot of the foods that we're eating here, especially in the United States, where you
Sugar.
really have to look at ingredients in food because they always like to sneak certain questionable ingredients in foods. I think is
Also vitamins, because for me, the vitamin
yeah,
12, I get breakout like immediately. So people like when I take these bodybuilders, they take the protein shake or
like whey protein
yeah,
shakes,
it has some like too many vitamins, B12. So like 80%
biotin.
of the patients that we have here that they go to the gym and said, they had a nice body as in what and they had acne in the back and in the face. So that's one of my first questions. Are you taking any protein? Yes, that's number. I mean, like for bodybuilders and like patients that go to the gym when they take the protein shake they have to check the ingredient, what is causing the acne. So it's like say everything like what you put in your inside, it reflects on the outside. Um, Hormonal acne is different. Like when we know how to identify like if they are from things that you're eating or hormonal, we know how to, like I said, identify. So we tell them to go to the doctor, check their hormones,
Get some
and
blood
get
work
some blood
done, and
work,
then
and so we could treat here. We don't medicate. We don't give them a medication for acne. We just treat them. They treat the scars and like how to have the acne under control or their skincare at home. We could help a lot, but they had to really like they do their
do their
part.
part. Yeah.
Okay. And how do they go about doing that? Is it just a matter of trial and error where it's like, okay, cut this food out and see if that works, cut this food out, see if it works? Or are you doing more of like a panel where it's like, it's a little bit more scientific, how you test all these different foods at the same time, see which ones they have a reaction on? Or what is that process like? Can the regular consumer kind of do this on their own and try and figure out? or is it better just to come in, get a panel done, and or there's a different way of doing it?
I will say, as of now, we are not doing panels just yet, but that is coming very soon. That's why my sister, our nurse here. She's about to be a nurse practitioner, and she's bringing wellness to a whole other level. And so we're going to start doing lots of panels on people, especially people with acne, etc. So that's coming soon. So for now, what we do is we send them to their doctor, and we have them get blood work, and then we kind of take a look and see, okay, maybe is it you're having too much of this supplement? Try removing this. The foods that we know that typically cause breakouts, we'll tell them to stop those, and that's kind of how we.
Yeah, we told them sugar is number one, milk or chocolate. Why chocolate? Because it has sugar, but dark chocolate is so good for you. It's antioxidant. So it's actually like cocoa.
Okay.
It's very good for anti-aging. But what is bad in the chocolate is the sugar and the milk. So what causes the acne? So we kind of like tell them, and then when they stop, they coming back like 3 weeks later, 4, 6 weeks later, and go, wow, it's much better because they stopped that. So that's how we know now.
Got it. And what would you say are some, I'm sure you get a lot of people coming in and they have a lot of misconceptions or myths that they believe when it comes to acne, when it comes to microneedling. What are some of those most common misconceptions you hear most from your patients and your clients?
When it comes to microneedle and
Like,
acne,
or acne, yeah.
a myth.
Well, actually, I mean, like you cannot do microneedling on active acne. So it's gonna get your acne worse because it's gonna spread all the bacteria. Okay, so like when I recommend a microneedle on patients with acne, so microneedle treatment active acne because it could spread the bacteria. So that myth, like people think that they're gonna get hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Now, if you really know how to do a good microneedle and prepare the skin before the microneedle, nothing is very, very safe.
But yeah, is acne scars permanent? Like, is that one misconception that you get? It's like, oh, I've had these acne scars for a long time. I've tried everything and nothing's worked. Is it permanent?
Honestly, depending on how severe the acne was, because we've seen some very severe cases when it comes to like cystic acne, some can stay for a very long time. Now, if you're constantly doing treatments and maintenance on your skin,
and you just want to help like when those like that are very difficult, we need to like combine treatment with laser, with chemical peelings. It's not only like microneedles are gonna help itself if they are like very, very.
But we're able to get rid of the scarring for the most part.
Got it. Now, I'm curious, what role do you think that creativity and artistry plays in how you approach patient care? Is something that's important, not so important? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I definitely think that you need to have talent for this. Anyone can get licensed to be an esthetician, but if you don't have that, like you said, like creativity of like mixing certain products, what goes with what, and a combination of treatments, because that's what we're really all about, a combination of treatments. We don't just rely on one technology to take care of the concern. I think that, like I said, that is super important, being creative in this space.
Like the experience.
Yeah.
So that's how you can become a very creative with patients. Not like, oh my God, let me use this, and like not so creative, but like with experience when you really become creative with patients.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we talked a little bit about some of the stories that you've heard, some of the stories about some of your own patients and clients, but is there one that you wouldn't mind maybe sharing that's just really memorable in your mind? Maybe it was a tough case of a patient that came in, or just one that really stands out in your mind, and how you were able to get them a successful outcome in the end.
Yeah, we have a few cases like that. Like the patient thinks like they are not gonna get the result when they come like that, like with the negativity, like, oh, I'm not gonna get a result, I'm not gonna get, and I go, you know what, I'm not gonna treat you because if you have that mentality, actually you are not gonna get a result. So I mean, like we have like a few cases that are even like for myself, and they go, well, okay, this is a tough case. but I always put my good energy, my positive energy. I even pray when I'm doing treatments to my client, like, asking God to give me the right decisions to make, like for the right products or right treatment to recommend these patients for them to see results. So I think with that love really help in like patient like really getting all the results. Thank God, like I don't have right now unhappy patient, and basically like everybody that we had treated, like they're coming back with good results.
So one of the worst cases we've seen, like my mom said, was the Colgate one. So this patient decided to go on TikTok and see what was going to cure his acne. So he decided to put Colgate toothpaste on his face. This burned the patient's skin. It was a process, but we were able to get his skin back to where it was, thankfully, of him just listening to us and telling him kind of what to use. We treated him with a medical grade peel. And then we also gave him all these skincare to use at home. We also treated him with facials in between and microneedle, and we're able to get a happy patient. So
Wow, that's amazing. That's great. I mean, you're able to turn something around from a bad TikTok trend and
yes,
at least able to reverse the
yeah,
damage.
exactly.
Now, okay. Now I'm curious, Alexandra and Carina, where do you think the future of aesthetics is going?
Oh gosh, with AI now, imagine AI robots doing facials. I'm kind of scared.
Uh,
Um,
I
but
dislike AI.
yeah, I honestly think it's going a good route. I mean, there's so many med spas opening up now. It's crazy all over the world. It's growing day by day, med spa industry. But I think technology is going to get even better. I think there's going to be new advanced technology that is going to actually make life easier for us, but also still getting great results for our patients. So I think it's headed towards a great way.
awesome. Now I'm curious, what is your vision for your practice, Glowing Skin Med Spa?
Oh, we have so many visions. We talk about this all the time. Glowing Skin Med Spa is our baby. I mean, we've been, like I said, we've been 9 years in this business. We're going on 10 years next year. And our vision is to continue to grow and have a bigger practice, have a few
Wellness.
other locations, and bring wellness into this. So we already have wellness, but we want to make it more of a experience with wellness. So there's a couple little plans in store.
Awesome. Well, the future looks bright then.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, awesome. Well, I have one last question for you both, but before I ask it, I do want to point people to your website at glowingskinmedspa.com. Now, the last question is, what does beauty mean to you?
Beauty for me means love. If you
You
love yourself, I look in the mirror every day and go, wow, Alice, you look so beautiful, because I love myself. So for me, it means love.
Beauty for me is confidence. You have to be confident in your own skin, which is why we started this. We want patients to feel confident in their own skin. You don't have to hide yourself in makeup or have to wear makeup every day because you don't like what you see. So for me, it would be confidence.
And love.
Okay, well, there you have it. Alexandra and Carina sharing their expertise. Now, where can people contact you in your practice?
You can contact us, our main office number, which is online. I can also say it right now really quick, 954-302-3777, or you can email us at info@glowingskinmedspa.com.
Awesome. Well, this is amazing. Thank you both for coming on and sharing your
So
knowledge.
much
For having us.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Beauty Talk podcast. Any questions, please contact the practice directly with the contact information provided during the show. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.